Ambassador Zethkar of the Galactic Council stared at the tactical display with growing unease. The human settlement of New Haven, home to 50,000 colonists, had simply vanished from all communication networks. No distress signals, no final transmissions, just an eerie void where bustling human chatter once filled the frequencies. The Vorthak Dominion claims salvage rights, announced Councillor Urix, her crystalline voice cutting through the chamber's tension. They say the colony was abandoned voluntarily. Zethkar's four eyes narrowed. The Vorthak were known for their ruthless expansion tactics, but attacking a council-protected human settlement would be an act of war. Yet the evidence was troubling. Vorthak mining vessels had been detected in the system's outer rim, and their battlecruiser devouring maw now orbited the planet's moon. The humans have been notified? Asked General Crox, his scaled hands drumming against the conference table. Standard protocol was followed, Urix replied. Earth received the formal inquiry 47 hours ago. No response. The chamber fell silent. Everyone knew Earth's reputation. They were fierce warriors when threatened, but their response times to diplomatic matters were notoriously slow. Some species whispered that humans simply didn't care about their far-flung colonies once they were established. Zethkar wasn't so sure. He had served as Earth's liaison for 12 years, and had seen something in human eyes that other species missed. A protective fury that burned cold and deep. But perhaps distance had finally won. Kepler 442b was 300 light-years from Earth, after all. If Earth doesn't respond within the next 6 hours, Urix continued, Dominion law grants the Vorthak full territorial claim. They've already begun orbital bombardment of the colony's defensive installations. On the display screen, the blue-green world of Kepler 442b looked peaceful from orbit, but thermal imaging revealed the scattered heat signatures of burning structures across New Haven's location. Whatever had happened to the colonists, their home was being systematically destroyed. Commander Thrak of the Vorthak delegation stood, his obsidian armor gleaming under the chamber's lights. The Dominion has shown patience beyond measure. These human vermin established their nest in our traditional hunting grounds. When we offered to relocate them, they fired upon our diplomatic vessel. That's a convenient story, Zethkar muttered. Thrak's head swiveled toward him, predatory yellow eyes blazing. Care to repeat that, Ambassador? Before Zethkar could respond, the chamber's communication array suddenly crackled to life. A young technician's voice echoed through the speakers. Command. We're detecting massive gravitational distortions in the Kepler 442 system. Something big is coming out of hyperspace. The main display shifted to show the system's edge, where space itself seemed to ripple and tear. What emerged made even the battle-hardened Crocs suck in a sharp breath. Ships. Hundreds of them. The Earth fleet materialized in perfect formation, a sight that had become legendary across the galaxy. Massive dreadnoughts formed the core, their hull plating scarred from countless battles. Sleek destroyers flanked them like hunting wolves, while carrier vessels disgorged clouds of fighter craft that moved with lethal precision. But it was the flagship that drew every eye in the chamber. The Terra's Wrath was a kilometer of pure human engineering fury, its weapon ports already glowing with barely contained energy. The ship had earned its reputation during the Centauri Wars, where it single-handedly held off an entire armada for 6 days. This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Terran Colonial Defense Force. A crisp human voice filled the chamber. We are responding to reports of hostile activity against our colony. Vorthak vessels, you have 60 seconds to withdraw beyond the system's heliopause, or we will consider you combatants. Thrak's confident demeanor evaporated. This is impossible. Earth is 300 light-years away. They couldn't have— Admiral, came another transmission, this one from the Vorthak fleet. We are conducting legal salvage operations under Dominion authority. The colony was abandoned. Negative. Admiral Chen's voice cut through the lie like a plasma blade. We have confirmed life signs from our people on the surface. You have 30 seconds. The tactical display showed the human fleet moving into attack formation with mechanical precision. Each ship took its position as if following a choreographed dance of destruction. The Vorthak battlecruiser, which had seemed so imposing moments before, now looked like a minnow surrounded by sharks. Zethkar found himself smiling despite the tension. This was what separated humans from every other species in the galaxy. They didn't abandon their own. Ever. Admiral Chen, Thrak transmitted, his voice noticeably less steady. "The Galactic Council has been notified of our territorial claim. You have no legal standing." The response came not in words but in action. The Terra's Wrath fired a single warning shot that vaporized an asteroid 3 kilometers from the Vorthak fleet. The message was clear. Law was meaningless when humanity's children were threatened. 10 seconds, Admiral Chen announced calmly. The Vorthak fleet began retreating immediately, their ships stumbling over each other in their haste to reach hyperspace. Within minutes, the system belonged entirely to the humans. Zethkar watched as the first wave of human rescue shuttles launched toward the planet's surface. Each craft bore the insignia of Earth's colonial marines, warriors who had turned impossible rescues into routine operations across dozens of worlds. "How?" Irix whispered, her crystalline voice filled with awe. "How did they arrive so quickly?" The answer came from Admiral Chen herself, transmitted on an open channel for all to hear. "The Colonial Defense Force maintains rapid response fleets throughout human space. When our people call, we answer. Every time, no exceptions." As the rescue operation began in earnest, Zethkar made a mental note to update his species intelligence files. Earth's protective reach was far longer than anyone had imagined, and their response far swifter than diplomatic protocol suggested. The humans had sent a message today that would echo across the galaxy: touch their people and face the consequences. They thought no one would come. They were wrong.